Greetings in everyone. Welcome on this beautiful February the 15th. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be looking at the eclipse and seeing how things change for you and your world. So there are certain messages going to come in that you are looking for, and it could be your world related to your career, your job, even your world related to your city or your state. And it could also be your world, such as you and your internal energy. So we're going to take a look at that. We're also going to take a look at this eclipse season and how it's affecting predominantly masculine energy and feminine energy. So thank you for being here today. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate your support. The comments always support me so much in the algorithm and the getting my name out there in the YouTube chat. Good morning, Richard. It's been a while, I feel, since I've seen you on the live. I know you are going through massive eclipse changes. I send you so much support and assistance there. So yeah, there's a lot of things happening. If you've not signed up to my email, my newsletter shares a little bit more about the preface to this video. Our eclipse season is technically from February 1st to March 30th or the end of March. What this is an energy of extreme change. It's fated. It's destiny. It's the stars speaking. It's you no longer being in control of your reality. So for the past 6 months, you've been setting intentions. You've been saying your prayers. You've been, wanting things. You've been setting out projects and starting careers or continuing in careers. The eclipse season, it takes everything that you've been working toward. It says, okay, this is your intention. This is how you want to move forward into 2026. And it shakes it like a ball, and almost like a what you call it when the things fall out, right? Almost like a dog toy where you shake it and there's treats inside and the treats fall out. Everything not in alignment gets shaken up. If it's something related to things, physical things, like your phone is super old, sometimes things like that go broken in an eclipse season. This can also happen when you quantum leap or you shift your internal energy. Things like car accidents are a little bit more prevalent during an eclipse. Appliances breaking can sometimes happen. And especially jobs, career changes, and relationship changes happen during eclipse season. So one of the best guidance I have for you is sign up for my newsletter, number one. You can find it on my website, violetflame.net, and go with the flow. Don't resist the change. If something breaks, fix it or replace it or let it be broken. Don't stress over it. If people leave your life, let them go. If new people come in, stay open. Is this person more in alignment than the other people in my life that have just recently left? So yes, the eclipse season is making space for you to get aligned. Renegade Rower says, I need some messages coming in. We set that intention that whatever your guides or your higher self want to say, they will bring it in. Let's get started. Okay, I just want to do a general card pull for this eclipse. All right, a general card pull. Again, the solar eclipse affects masculine energy. That's September 17th. I shared this in my newsletter. Then also the lunar eclipse, March 3rd, will affect feminine energy. It doesn't mean just men and women, but it does mean that energy within us. But we're going to get into that here in a moment. Let's just do an overall general collective message. What would our guides and angels say to us concerning this eclipse season? It can be personal, it can be collective, it can be worldwide. Let's go. All right, healing. We have the Knight of Cups and a surrender. Ooh, some of you have accomplished your healing journey. Some of you are no longer to consider yourself unhealed or needing to be fixed. Some of you are getting ready to move into your destiny and your purpose like never before. This is coming in with healing and surrender. So it could be just unseen healing, energetic cleanses, energetic changes, healing of old childhood wounds, healing of traumas, relationships in the past, healing. That's coming to a close during this eclipse season. The past, you felt restricted. You felt unable to move forward. You felt like in a cage. If you feel like you're in a cage, like you can't move forward, either with work, career, resources, or health, or finances, then this message is for you. And this is for the entire collective, okay? This is for those who have been working on themselves, the light worker, the being of light. The center energy is the judgment card. This is the card of the rapture. This is the ascension card. This is the card of frequencies are rising and the healing is over and you are now going to solidify into your new frequency. This is huge. This is huge. This eclipse season is like solidifying everything you went through in 2024 for the better. You're going to manifest as well. People are going to manifest very quickly after this eclipse season and during this eclipse season. I heard an astrologer recommend not doing any manifestation, like any super intentions, just do what you normally do throughout the moon cycles. Okay, don't do anything extreme, the astrologer said, because everything that you do will be intensified. So if you set a boundary, the boundary will be intensified in that person's life. If you do a moon ritual, it's going to be intensified and could even accelerate it too fast. And I'm not saying don't do what you normally do, but some astrologers say go ahead and do what you want, and some are saying your manifestations are going to occur without you doing a thing, because it's just the energy of the eclipse. You've gone through the healing process. You've let go of dynamics that no longer suit you. And for those in the collective that have done that in 2024, this is the year of positive rewards, good karma, and your words are going to have effect, your desires. We have a tower card coming in. So Spirit is saying, do think and expect that there will be shifts and shakeups in your life. Okay? But there is some financial independence coming and it's time to make some plans. Okay? So there are going to be a shift in finances for you as a being of light after this eclipse season. And the energy of the eclipse season starts here and it goes for 6 months. So I do think that if you have a beautiful eclipse season and nothing changes, expect it to shake in the next months few after. Things might leave. Don't be alarmed. Things might change. Don't be alarmed. But if it goes on right now in this February, March season, know that you're being set up for a wonderful 2026. Financial blessings, some independence. Some of you will be single. Some of you will desiring to be single. You will get your wish. Some of you want to leave toxic relationships. Some of you need to be free from toxic family dynamics. Some of you will, whatever is not in alignment with you, and you're looking for that freedom, that sovereignty, that independence, financially or relationshiply or with your job, it's coming. And Spirit's saying, start making plans. You might be making plans sooner than you realize. Okay, so that's a general message for the eclipse season. Those that have been really working on themselves in 2024 are going to be very beautifully blessed. Good karma, good rewards. Okay, let's look at masculine energy. Masculine energy is predominantly in men, but not always. Sometimes women have very strong masculine energy. If you're big into career, if you're big into getting things done, if as a woman you do have a full-time job, this message will be for you, but it might be related to some of the men in your life or related to your work situation, like whatever you produce masculine energy in. Masculine energy is production, getting things done. It is protection and provision. So think career. Think what you do in the morning. Think about what you do in the afternoon, not your evening schedule if you come home and do work in your garden and have fun doing what you love. But what do you do during your full-time day and your job that you feel like you're producing, you're earning the money, you're making things happen, working on projects, male or female, it doesn't matter. Masculine energy can also affect men on the worldwide stage because eclipses affect leadership. So look in your bosses, your masculine bosses, or even female bosses. It's a leadership. And then it's also going to be affecting worldwide leaders as well. And many people say masculine energy that is not aligned is eclipsed during a solar eclipse. So let me repeat that. The eclipse, the solar eclipse, the sun holds masculine energy. The solar eclipse eclipses toxic masculine energy in your life, even if it's coming from you. If I'm toxically masculine in certain areas, the eclipse will highlight it. Don't worry, we'll get to the feminine energy here in a few minutes. But it's for our best and highest good. It's always to get us into alignment. Okay, so what is masculine energy? And I encourage you that whatever pops into your mind, this could be a world leader, this could be a boss that you have, and it could be just your own dynamic in your own life, or even a masculine friend or relationship. Whatever pops into your mind, trust that that's coming from your higher self. Spirit, what guidance do you have for us concerning masculine energy and how it will be affected in 2026, the month of February? Investments are coming up. The cabal, the dark side is coming up. Traditions are coming up. Anything that's like set in stone and does not move. Masculine is like a mountain. Feminine is like the ocean. So anything set in stone, policies, rules, but money as well. We have the home life. So your routines, your daily structures. Again, set in stone. I have to wake up at 6 o'clock every single morning to be at work at 7 a.m. That's a masculine energy structure. Feminine energy is I get to sleep until I want. Masculine is I'm going to wake up here and go to there. There's none of them that's either right or wrong, just what is in alignment to you. Four of Wands is our home life, our routine. This is subtly, this has already been affected. This is the things in our home life that's already being affected. We have in the middle of the reading masculine energy, and this again is related to resources, concrete daily life, and money and finances. We're having institutions. I'm seeing religious institutions, banking institutions. I'm seeing, a lot of religion is going to be, and it's interesting because it's in Aquarius. February 17th is a solar eclipse, new moon in Aquarius. And Aquarius breaks down toxic structures and builds with freedom and liberty. There's a lot of messages coming in, a lot of death and rebirth. For anything related to structure, you have to do this, okay? I'm seeing a situation where some of you have a job and your boss is like, you have this deadline, and they're kind of being a little bit rough about it or just pressuring you about it. And then I'm seeing the universe in your favor that something actually goes wrong and you don't have to meet the deadline. That's the energy of the eclipse. Oh, you're being pressured by this tradition, by this nasty boss, or by this world leader who is just toxic, or this relationship drama. We're going to just shake it up. You don't have to meet that deadline because this breaks over here and that breaks and the printing machine breaks and you got to wait 3 days. Expect changes on that kind of strict forcing, that strict structure. King of Wands, world leadership. Okay, so this just went political. I want to confirm what this dynamic is. Some world leader, especially male world leaders, governors, presidents, prime ministers, are going to have anyone of ego, anyone of pride, anyone with arrogance. World leaders now. World leaders with pride, with arrogance, with toxic forcing, they're going to be put on hold. This is ego, control, and this is temporary pause. So expect bills. Like bills from Parliament or bills that Congress or that key leaders are trying to put into place. Expect some agendas to be put on hold. This could be like toxic digital ID where you need to fit this structure. This could be something about forcing things to happen on a political scale. I am seeing President Trump in this. I am seeing something he might try to do that gets put on hold. But again, I'm getting reminded in spirit, it's only if it's egotistical and arrogant. That is what will be put on hold. Arrogant bosses, arrogant leadership, arrogant masculine energy. That's going to be I just see it like being put in a vice, like being put in a grip. Like, okay, let's just calm you down. And again, it's the energy of Aquarius. Aquarius is community oriented, not leadership oriented. A lot of death and rebirth to some institutions. We have new money possibly coming in. That's a little bit more feminine in energy. So expect the US dollar to maybe get eclipsed a little bit because the US dollar is tending to be in an institution that's very controlling. We have some financial freedom coming in. So there might be, and then new policies. New policies regarding money, restricted money, controlled money, hidden money, money that's not for the good of humanity. Watch it. It's going to get affected in this eclipse season. Okay. Yeah, so if you have predominant energy of a masculine, just and I'm speaking to myself as well, I suggest that you just kind of go with the flow and not force things to happen. Kind of, listen to the woman in your life, or listen to those that have predominant feminine energy. And there's some men out there that know how to connect to their intuition. They know how to feel things out. Like, no, I just need to wait on that. Yeah, don't force anything. Definitely don't let your ego or your arrogance get involved. You should be fine if you're in that dynamic. And grab your popcorn and watch arrogant world leaders get put in their place. Okay, let's connect to feminine energy. Feminine energy is like the ocean. It's the flow. It's the listening. It's the waiting. It's the, you know what? I need to sleep in an extra hour today. The feminine energy is like, I am going to send that email when I feel ready. I don't want to do it at 9 a.m. just because that's what I marked on my calendar. I just don't feel right now that 9 a.m. is the right time. I'm going to do it at 10 a.m. That's listening to your intuition, your body's intelligence system. I teach this in my online course mentorship, where you really listen to your feminine or your body's intelligence system, which is oftentimes the female attunement. And so feminine energy is receiving. Feminine energy is not overworking. It's being willing to receive. Feminine energy is saying, okay, universe, I don't know how to get this done, but I'm willing to see my options, to hear guidance. Intuition, flow, flexibility, receiving, that's feminine energy. Self-care, nurturing, self-love. You need a balance in your life. You really do need masculine and feminine energy balanced in your personal life. So let's see what this lunar eclipse and the entire eclipse season will do for feminine energy. And the lunar eclipse is the full moon. The full moon is on March 3rd. The full moon is when anything in your life, like feminine energy, will be eclipsed. Toxic feminine energy. Toxic feminine energy is the bitch. Toxic feminine energy is not having boundaries, but lets everybody come into your house and steal your food. Toxic feminine energy is whining and complaining and kicking on the streets because you don't get your way, right? So toxic feminine energy is literally ungoverned protesting that we see in the world today. Toxic energy is wanting everything to come to you, but you're not doing anything to nurture or to give back in return. So toxic energy is like, I'm seeing like the welfare energy of just give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. Okay. Toxic feminine is, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you bring in cigarettes to my house. I don't care if you bring in drugs and alcohol around my 3-year-old baby. Just make sure that you give me money for groceries. I don't care about my kids. I don't care about my boundaries. I don't care what you do to me. Not having any physical boundaries, not having proper self-care. Toxic feminine is like the energy of entitlement as well. Okay, so I'm saying all of that because this is a political channel, and we right now have very political energies in our atmosphere. We have the heavy military type energy of like, we're going to get this straight and we're going to get rid of corruption, which is masculine energy. So anything toxic and egoic and out of control and the masculine energy of control, that's going to be eclipsed. But then anything that's like entitlement, welfare, bitchy, kicking in the streets, let me not respect police officers, that energy is also going to be eclipsed, meaning it's going to be affected. But in our own personal life, if we have boundaries or no boundaries related to relationships, though we might get that energy affected because we're not taking care of ourselves properly. So I'm hoping I'm making sense here. So I'm pulling cards right now as I'm talking away. Let's just see what the cards say about feminine energy in this eclipse season. So far, it's a little bit more intense, a lot more intense than Jeez Louise, than the masculine energy. Okay. The past energy is a star card. This is fated. This is destiny. There's definitely the feminine energy being looked over in the world from a higher perspective, from a God perspective, from a spirit guide perspective. The stars are watching the feminine energy on earth. Not only does feminine energy need to rise, but feminine energy needs to rise without becoming the bitch, without becoming the ultra toxic feminist, without becoming the unbalanced woman who just wants to do her drugs and get her men and be on welfare. That we need to make sure feminine energy arises in a holistic way. Okay, spirit guides are watching and assisting feminine energy on the rise, but right now it's not doing very good. In the center, we have a lot of mental chaos. Okay, there's a lot of challenges, feminine, and I'm seeing women too, of trying to come into grips of their own feminine sovereignty in a world of predominantly masculine, sovereignty, which has not been wrong, but it's just been how it has been. And the woman and the feminine energy is just really at war with itself, right? I see a war. I see a conflict in this world of, energy just shifting. And we are really trying to rehash what feminine energy is. We have justice. Toxic feminine energy is going to receive justice. Now, toxic feminine energy is abusing of children. That's not toxic masculine. Even the toxic masculine will not really abuse children. The toxic feminine is mostly, abusing of the vulnerable. Okay? There is some of that. There's going to be some expansion, some distance. What is this? International. So the feminine energy is really going to be affected on an international level. This is more so in the collective than in personal life, I'm seeing. We have the card of collection, and then we have the card of, physical, actual arrests. So expect any kind of toxic feminine abuse toward little ones, toward agencies, toward people, okay, to be arrested. This is worldwide change and dark feminine energy. And I think I'm just going to leave it there, okay, because it could go deep. But there's whole layers to this. And it's almost like we've been in the patriarchal age, and most of the feminine energy that has existed has been dark. It's been hijacking. It's been, give me, entitlement. It's been, I don't care who gets run over as long as I get my way. I don't care if this person suffers or if these people suffer. Just give me my way. Give me my money. Give me pleasure. Give me sexual pleasure, dark sensual pleasure. That kind of energy is being challenged by true, honest feminine energy and even true, honest masculine energy. And they're dealing with that kind of energy in this world. So there's layers to what's going to happen. The feminine energy on a collective scale is really going to see some massive changes. All right. All right. If you are a woman and you're like, but what does this mean for me personally? If you've been doing your healing work, go back to the first message that said you have good rewards and good karma coming to you. That is the reward for the light worker. This message is more so for the entire world energy of changes. All right. All right, let's pull some messages from Spirit. I appreciate you all being here today. If you want a more personal message, go ahead and check me out. Let me share my website. You can find me at violetflame.net. Go to the readings tab, and you will see there I offer one question email readings for $19 or a Zoom or phone reading. Okay. Now, how I like to do these readings is I just ask for Spirit to pull messages in from your spirit guides, messages in from your higher selves, from God's source consciousness, higher consciousness, not just the collective consciousness, not your thoughts, not our programming, but higher than that. And I want to ask Spirit to bring in messages for you. How is this going to affect you, and what do you need to know throughout this eclipse season? Because things will change around you, whether in your life or in the world around you. So as you do this, if something resonates with you, if something comes into your mind, then that message is possibly for you. If it doesn't really resonate and you're like, I'm not sure, it's possibly for someone else. So this is where you get to really practice your intuition. And I'm going to try to do this every Sunday at 12:30 so that we can practice or end every reading with practicing our intuition. What message is for you and what do you need to leave behind? Because even as a clairvoyant, I cannot be your sole source of guidance. I can't stand that pressure. I just am a vessel and I am human. So yes, have fun with it. Enjoy listening to messages from deep within you. Okay, first message from Spirit regarding changes or messages you need to hear during this eclipse season, or any other messages trying to come in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Emperor card, a victory, 6 of Wands in the Emperor. Three of Cups in the past, friendship group. Destiny regarding possibly a job, a work, or career. And then an ending. Ooh, a major ending. Okay. I want clarity on this Emperor card. This is regarding some sort of major structure or concrete thing in your life. Something that has been an established situation. High Priestess, the Magician card, and Page of Pentacles, new opportunities. Okay, I don't know if some of you are thinking about this is huge. This is deep as well. You have a friend group, a high vibrational friend group that is very beautiful and very important to you, okay? This is related to a structure or an organization that you are part of that's getting ready to move forward. This is a structure. I'm not getting any kind of relationship at this point. This is definitely a job, a career, or an organization that you are with. There's a massive shift coming to the world. So you have major arcana, major life changes coming to you. You have the Emperor card, which is something that's deeply involved in your life and organization. Then you also have a major change coming to that organization, a major shift. And then there's also an ending, okay? And this isn't, I hear the words an ending to a career or an ending of a cycle for you. This isn't an ending of the organization. The organization is going forward in victory, peace. I hear goodwill to men. I hear that word peace, goodwill to men. And then I'm hearing the words of this is an end of a cycle for you. So then I asked, what is this about? We have spiritual gifts, a spiritual organization or a spiritual role you have in that organization, a change or you're receiving the tools you need, possibly even the money that you need. So this is a major upgrade to your reality in 2026. It's positive. If you're part of an organization or part of some sort of dynamic that you've been waiting for something, it's getting ready to shift right now. It's getting ready to shift this eclipse season. Okay, are there any other messages coming in for a dynamic similar to this, something changing in an organization, a job, or career? So if that didn't resonate with you, we're gonna pick up on this again. Your desire, self-protection, and justice. It's a totally different message coming in, okay? And Spirit wants to talk to you about a desire you have to be a little bit more protected and to set some boundaries that you have. And this could be some sort of legal affair, contract, justice related to something about some protection that you have. And I hear the words coming from Spirit. It's time to, I hear the words sign the contract or sign the contract. It's time to do what's going to solidify you in this area of your life that's going to protect you. It's going to give you more stability and protection. I don't know if this is a boundary you've been wanting to set with someone or something, but it involves something legal or something. It could be related to children as well, where maybe some of you are trying to, navigate things with your adult children, navigate things with a brother or sister, and Spirit's saying, sign the contract. Because they're not going to give you what you want. You've been waiting for things to change. You've been waiting for their heart to soften. But I think something's going to come up during this eclipse season where you're just going to say, I'm done. I have to do what's best for me. I don't know if this is breaking a lease, signing a lease, cutting them out of a lease, or something related to custody with children. It's definitely all of that energy is like here. So take it as it resonates. It's time to set the deal. It's time to do what's right for you. And it's time to let the universe show you exactly what you need in this season. It's time to follow your heart's desire and sign the contract. Okay, let's get some more messages here. Some of you might not feel comfortable about signing anything, and that's perfectly fine, but let the universe kind of like fate it or bring it up as destiny. Like, well, it's now or never. So yes, follow your intuition, of course, whenever signing contracts. All right, next message from Spirit. This is something you have been helping someone with or been feeling pressured with helping someone with. You've been a help to someone and been feeling a lot of pressure doing it. Fool card, it's time to do something new and to launch out into something new. This might even have been a project someone started or something that you started. There was a message that came in early this morning that said, and I put it in the newsletter, it said this: if your desires change, even though you don't understand why, go with it. If you've been having this desire to work on a project all the last 6 months and suddenly this month you're like, I have no desire for that. You don't understand why. But I thought this was in my purpose. I thought I was supposed to do this. I really want it ready for April. Don't worry about it. Go with the flow. Let your desires shift during the season, even if it doesn't make sense. So some of you might have started something new, or someone in your life might have started something new, and then you started helping them, or they started helping you, and now desires are changing. And Spirit's saying you might be feeling a lot more pressured and not enjoying this help you're giving someone else. You're looking for a new strategy. Some of you you're feeling pressured in one area. I felt like I had to go down this way, and now it just doesn't resonate with me anymore. Spirit's saying, let your desire shift and let your strategy shift. Renegotiate, I hear. New partnerships, new connections, new way of working with other people. Let it shift. Marie says, I always try to avoid signing anything during Mercury retrograde. That's a good point. Mercury retrograde will be in effect soon. So if you've been planning to sign something and you sign it in Mercury retrograde, that's okay. But if something comes up to sign, it is sometimes wise not to sign it until after, which is March 20th. I think it's going to be done. Yes, if you can avoid not signing contracts until April, that would be wise. But if you are being guided that this is what you need to do for your boundary, maybe just read the contract really well. put in some disclaimers that benefit you if this doesn't work out. Yeah, you are improving your relationships in the way you negotiate life. Okay? You're going to have to renegotiate some things in your relationships. And this giving, people pleasing is actually toxic feminine energy where you give, and you don't have any boundaries. Again, you can overgive or you can not give at all. That's like the dynamics of toxic feminine. You're like, I don't care about you. I'm not giving. You give to me. And then you can also have the energy of I just give. So there's no balance. There's no boundaries. There's no protection there. So this people pleasing, dare to renegotiate, dare to feel the pressure. So you know what? It worked for me last month, but it's not working for me this month. Renegotiate the way you interact with people, partnerships, and other dynamics. Go with the flow. Go with what feels right to you. Any other messages coming in from Spirit? And I want to bring something up to clarify with what Marie said. There could be a reason why you have to sign the contract in Mercury retrograde season. Now, take this with a grain of salt, okay? But this is just coming in. Some of us have been, this eclipse season seems to be, at least from my cards, really focused on toxic feminine, the entitled or the overgiving, right? The feminine that needs to get grounded is going to be really blessed, okay? Everything happening is going to ground your feminine energy of proper receiving, proper nourishment, proper boundaries. The universe might give you contracts to sign because it nourishes you. It's saying an end to this people pleasing, I'm just at the mercy of other people's energy, and it's going to ground you. So that could be a sign to use contracts wisely, especially if you're just benefiting someone else. Don't sign it if you're just benefiting. But if you're setting a boundary of healthy masculine energy for yourself, that might be a clue for you to sign the contract because it's balancing out your energy. Does that make sense? But again, use it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. Any other messages for this eclipse season? I see fire. Okay, I see a home life, and then I see King of Pentacles. Those of you who are in charge of homes, paying mortgages, those of you who guide the home with routines, those of you that are looking for homes, those of you that are, yes, making plans for new homes or making plans to find a home or to own your own home. Those of you who have investments and have actually been planning, setting the seeds down, this message is for you. We're getting the Lover's card, which could be I'm getting a partnership or a coming together of forces for your best and highest good to make this happen. Tell me more. Tell me more. Okay, some of you will be moving away from people and soul family that have been giving you stress. Very clear message. Moving, traveling out of troubled waters into calmer waters, away from family who have been causing you sleepless nights, literally. Okay, keep your eyes open. Tell the universe what kind of home life you want. Tell the universe how you want to have interactions with family, because this eclipse season, this isn't even something that you have to do anything about. This eclipse season is going to move you, if you've been desiring a more stable, secure home life. It's going to move you. Again, routines, structures, and unaligned routines and family home dynamics. It's going to align you. It's going to align you. It's going to move you and align you. It could also very well move you away from heavy energy in toxic family dynamics, okay? Your manifestations are going to come in and you're not going to see them. You might not see them. They might come in quickly, but there's going to be some manifestations of good karma that's going to get you away from heavy energy and move you into a more consistent home life. Being the boss of your home, this is going to be effective for you. Any other interesting? Marie says, Spirit is talking to me regarding home. Yes, you are so due. You are so due for a change. Any other messages coming in? If you enjoy this, thank you for being here. Go ahead, like, subscribe if you haven't. Messages coming in. I saw the word wings and travel. Page of Wands, Three of Wands, which is travel, structure, airports, conflict. Follow your intuition about flying, because I saw wings and then I saw travel. And then we have the Emperor, which is the organization, and then the conflict card. The eclipse season is not a good time to travel through air flight. I'm just going to leave that there. It's just not a good time, okay? We do have follow your intuition, though. If you're already scheduled and you feel safe, you remain in a balance and in alignment with your universe, with your internal energy, and that's all you need. But there could be something coming that's changing the world dynamics in regard to flight. All right, any other messages coming in? Anything spirit guides, higher selves wish to say? Some of you are looking for a new way of meditation or a new calming practice to your life. This is going to really bring in balance and healing, as well as be a key to the freedom, sovereignty, and financial freedom, feeling sovereign in your independence as well. This could be some of you wanting to be single or wanting you to, or dealing with singlehood, but it could also be dealing with finances as well. And there's some sort of meditation practice or quiet time practice that is really going to launch something new for you in that area. Let's get more clarity. Ideas, inspiration, new opportunities, leaving something behind, a timeline shift, toxic relationships. There's a quiet time practice or an energetic internal shift you can do inside of you that's going to move you away from relationships or family dynamics, right, that are not for your best and highest good. This is an internal energy. Your desires, your spirituality, and the Magician card. Okay. The best thing to do to manifest the life you want in 2026 is not to do a whole lot of action, forcing, making things happen, demanding people give you what you want. The best thing you can do is to calm your internal energy. Stay calm, stay grounded, and new things will come to you without you trying to do a darn thing. You staying grounded, you staying in what brings you joy, and also connected to spirituality and connected to your own desires and manifestation techniques, your meditation. You have everything you need. You've been given everything you need. Now the universe is going to give to you. And they say during an eclipse season, and I'm going to end it here, 6 months before and 6 months after an eclipse, you speak and the universe listens. During an eclipse, the universe speaks and you listen. So enjoy this eclipse season. Don't get stressed out if things in your work or things in your finances or things in your relationships kind of go wonky. I would try to get a phrase that works for you. Be like, eclipse away. keep calm and eclipse on. And just sort of something broke, keep calm, eclipse on. Everything that happens to you during the eclipse season is for your fate, your destiny, and your best and highest future if you will listen to the signs and go with the flow. It's always a message. It's speaking to you. It's guiding you. And more than likely, it's breaking things down so that it can build you better into 2026. I hope these messages helped you. I hope they gave you a little bit of guidance. Again, if you need more clarity, let's book a reading. I would love to do a Zoom or a phone or even just a one email question reading with you. If you are interested in, let me go ahead. If you live in the Virginia area, I am doing a Mind and Body Expo with a few of my friends in this region, and we're going to be doing a community-focused expo, and Dr. Jill Malone will be a speaker. Dr. Jill will possibly be bringing Dr. Robert Malone. We have confirmed her as a speaker, and we are so excited. So go to www.mindandbodyexpo.com for more information, and it's in Warrenton, Virginia there. If you're interested in a reading, you can find me on violetflame.net, and I will be live, good Lord willing, as the old timers used to say in the old days, Wednesday at 2 p.m. I plan to be looking at some celebrities, Snoop Dogg, Taylor Swift, and how are the e-files going to be affecting, because some of them are changing their tune regarding corruption, and even Mr. T, Snoop Dogg, has recently come out in support of Mr. T. But I have to pull cards on it because there is so much information out there. I don't know what's really right or not. So we're going to take a look, hopefully, with celebrities. So pop in your questions at the bottom of this. Comment if there's a celebrity you want me to look at, if there is a singer, a songwriter, any dynamic related to Hollywood or music, and how they're being affected by these e-files, or just by the eclipse, right? Just by the eclipse. So put your comments in. I appreciate it so much, and I will see you next Wednesday, 2 p.m. Until next time, have a wonderful weekend. Together in light we rise.